everyone, Jane here from Your Weight Loss. Hello, Alicia.
Oh, hey.
Alicia. Oh my
Hello.
God, so cute. So Noah's starting to say, "Ma tante Alicia," because sometimes he sees pictures of you and thinks it's me. It's very interesting. Yeah. Anyways, my mom and my dad stopped on the highway apparently at our billboard. And she's like, we stopped with him, and they were like, "C'est maman ça." Puis comme elle mange la crème glacée. It was like so funny. And then he's comme, "C'est qui ça?" Puis he's comme, "C'est ma tante Alicia." And he's like, "Tante Alicia." Oh my God, so cute. So I'm like, yeah, I like when they say "my tante Alicia." I think it's
So
cute.
cute.
It's
So
pretty
cute.
cute.
I
How
love
are
it when
you?
they say Jose. The other day when you were at school pickup, when I told that you were in the car, Phoebe's like ran. Like she ran to the car to see you.
Oh,
So cute.
so I'm so cool.
You are cool.
It's so cool.
You're the cool
They're
aunt.
yeah. I'm like, "Hey girl, hey." It's funny because I never see them, and if I do, I'm just like, "What's up?" You know, that's basically that's basically what I say to them. They're so cute, and like Piper's voice.
Oh, it's next level, eh?
Does it annoy you? Your face, the face you just did, it can't annoy you. It's your kid.
And it doesn't annoy me, but sometimes like I don't just not hear it, like it pierces my ear, and I'm like, ooh.
And you understand, like, I think it's actually funny, and I am not annoyed. I would tell you if I was annoyed. I'm annoyed by all the children. But I'm not annoyed with her voice. It makes me laugh. I'm like, oh my God, her voice. But you must be like, if someone's like, oh, her voice, you're like, I understand if it's annoying.
Absolutely. Like it is piercing. Sometimes she talks and Neil's like, only the dogs can hear her. Like it's like a
Oh
different
my God.
pitch.
Oh, that's funny. How have
Yeah.
you been? How's your sleeping? Are you better?
All is good in the world with
Okay,
Alicia.
I knew this. I knew you weren't turning
Oh,
into Linda just yet.
it was close.
Isn't it scary though?
It is
Like,
scary. It was almost a nice reminder of how shitty I felt when I didn't sleep and how important sleep is and how good feeling. Like I was on my walk and I was like, oh, this is what it's like to walk when you're not exhausted.
exhausted. Yeah, nah. I'm so happy to hear this. I could tell you didn't talk about it again. So I'm like, hey, she fixed it. And sometimes it's just periods in your life where there's a lot happening. And so, but what I loved was like you were so like, I can't live this way. Like, don't you find that a lot of people just take it like, oh,
Yes.
it is what it. I'm like, absolutely not.
No, we
Like,
are action takers. We
we are
refuse
action
to
takers.
just accept things. We're like, attack.
Attack. How can I make this a better circumstance or scenario in my life? I like it.
What about this? Can I control? What do I need to accept?
Yes, exactly. How can I control my emotions? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I am excited about this topic that we're talking about,
Okay.
like what people
Okay.
say. The reason why we want to talk about this is because you're going to be seeing other humans and humans that you don't see a lot or interact with a
Mm.
lot. And it could even be at work, you know? It could just be like, I don't know, colleagues at a staff supper. I'm actually thinking of something that I need to like, I don't want to forget. Okay. So I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Okay.
So today, guys, we're going to talk about kind of other people, things that people say to you, especially around the holidays.
Society.
But like things that people say to you.
And I love talking about these things because
I feel like you are so good at responding to like I sometimes I freeze and
yes.
then I think about it. I'm like, oh, why didn't I say that? But I feel like you got it.
I mean, sure. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. I certainly most of the time can reply in a way that is different and has been thought out without really taking too much time. But it's also experience of like, I think I've heard it all. And I've also like read all of the things that the people say to our members. Like we've been doing this for a long time. So we've like been in that space of like being like, what? Someone said that?
Yeah.
And they're all like in the same, there's like different categories. There's like the human that's trying to bring you down. That's one category. Then there's the human that's actually curious.
Yes.
That's another category.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the human that's there's like jealousy. That might be the person that's bringing you down, but like is awkward. Then there's the awkward human. His intentions or her intentions are not to be rude or to bring you down. They're just weird, different.
Oh my God.
I mean, the people listening, they know what I'm talking about.
You know what? I think especially when you're younger, like I remember family members saying stuff to me when I was younger and it really getting to me. And as I got older, maybe do you get more confident when you get older? So maybe it's a confidence piece. Like
I think life is experience. So you do get confident as you get older because you've had more experience.
So true. And I don't think there's anything any of our friends or family could say to either you or I that would get to us.
Oh, get to us as in like we would behave differently or
like
whatever?
Or that would like affect us. Like I think it would
why is that? It's not because we're confident. It's because here's the thing. I thought of something the other day and I'm like, oh my God, someone else would have like cried themselves to sleep. Whereas I'm like, yeah, it's just what it is, you know? I thought of something that I was like, basically, if there's two humans sometimes and one person is doing it the like very traditional way, maybe it's just us the way we feed our kids. Like showing up on a screen with you talking about how you feed your kids. And it's really more what the humans like expect and like, I guess should do. And I'm just showing up and I'm not like, I'm a bad mom or I do something wrong. I'm just like, this is who I am. It's not about being confident physically or whatever. It's all about actually being okay with how you do things. Like actually like understanding who you are and being okay with who that is.
Being true to who you are and not feeling the need to apologize for it or to justify it or explain.
Why are you explaining?
Oh, no more explaining.
Stop explaining yourself.
Stop.
Do your thing.
No, and guys, when people say things to you, you don't have to ever explain anything to anyone, but sometimes you might choose to want.
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're like put on. I was hoping something was
packages arriving.
I saw Enterprise go through, and I was like, "Hello, sir," but he just went. And
they're like, "Hello, Jose."
Hello. The thing is I think that sometimes it puts you in an awkward position, and I think that when you say like, "I don't know, I didn't think in that moment," sometimes you're just not expecting it.
Yeah.
But I do think that this is going to be a fun podcast to listen to because you might have not had anyone say things to you yet, but we're getting you ready.
Okay, let's put you on the spot. You ready?
Okay, go.
Okay. Why are you eating that peanut butter ball, Jose? I thought you were on a diet. I thought you watched your weight.
I thought you were trying to lose weight.
I thought you were trying to lose weight. Why are you eating that peanut butter ball?
And okay. I like it. I'm gonna get so on the spot.
Yeah.
I'd be like, ben là, obviously it would be français. I'd say, ben là, of course I can eat a peanut butter ball. I can eat whatever I want. Like it's all like, I don't even want to explain like it's all balance or it's calorie deficit or whatever. I'm just like, I definitely eat whatever I want. And this peanut butter ball is delicious. And then just go with that.
And just move on. I must say, I just like, this is a Jose appreciation moment. I find that sometimes I create awkwardness or ickiness when people say something because I want to like not be direct. I like almost like feel bad about being direct, but you're just so direct and like you just you just use your words and it just feels lighter.
Oh, good. It's direct, but lighter.
It is. It's like, it's just like, you just lay it out on the table. It is what it is. You say what you wanted to say. Like,
okay, but I think it's because of the tone. So it's not like, ben là, je peux manger ce que je veux là, it's not like that. Mm-hmm. I'm not defending my choice. I am just like, ben là, like kind of like, well, that's a silly question there, sir. I can eat whatever I want. I can't, and just like take a bite and just move on with my life.
I think you're right. It's your tone leaves it's so friendly. Your tone leaves no room for awkwardness or upsetness.
No, absolutely not. And also, guys, there's one. The whole like, I thought you were on a diet. You don't even have to acknowledge those words. Don't like honestly, I think you saying I'm not on a diet is like a waste of breath. Honestly, you saying to a person that just used that language to you that you're not on a diet is a waste of time. So instead of saying what you're not, say what you are capable of doing, and that's eating whatever the F you want. So
that's good.
Yeah. So I think it's mostly that, like, don't even acknowledge, you know how sometimes we do that, like with different conversations that we're having. I'm like, don't even acknowledge that part. Like, yeah. Because like there's nothing you can say in that moment that is actually like worth it. So you just acknowledge or explain the things that are true and the things that you are doing instead of just like acknowledging words that really are just off, you know? So I would never say, if someone's like, I thought you were on a diet, I would actually not talk about that. I'd be like, I am just eating whatever I want. And like, I'm just like living the life. Like, it's too much. It's just the thing. Again, I would say like, ben lo, the ben lo, like, as in like, you have things to learn.
And if we're not French, what should we say? Or should we just pull it out?
Oh, I love this. Ben, yeah, pull it out. Pull out your Josee. I love it. I would actually just say, I can eat whatever I want. Thank you so much for this yummy peanut butter ball. Just like that, done. Because again, if you're like, I'm not on a diet, I can eat whatever I want. I feel like you're like, it's like you're trying to defend that you're not on a diet. Like, I wouldn't even say those words. They're not worth it.
And what about when people say they see let's say you're not eating the peanut butter ball and they go, oh poor you, eh? You can't eat that on your diet.
It's the same sentence.
It's the same sentence.
Whatever I want. And I don't want a peanut butter ball today. Thank you, sir.
That's very good.
Yeah. I just feel like, and this is not something that you would respond, but I just like want to give this example. Like, let's say someone were to offer you an apple and you said, no, thank you. Nothing would be said. But if they offer you a peanut butter ball and you say, no, thank you, say, come on, tap. Yeah. It's very interesting to me. Like, why can't I just say no to something I don't want? Whether it doesn't matter what the thing is. But it just shows how society has labeled certain behaviors and certain foods. And then you have on top of that, not only did they label that in their own lives and their own heads, they are also the people that say things out loud. They could think like, oh, is it because she can't eat the peanut butter ball? That's one thing. But to say it out loud is like next level.
Mm-hmm.
And people are next level. So.
Okay. Have you ever experienced or do you experience food pushers? So come on, have a piece of pie, have a piece of pie, and a piece of pie. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And they just keep pushing. And even then might also have the comments and say like, oh, you can't have that. Like, come on, live once.
I feel like these people are assholes. I don't have these people in my life. I have to say, like, I really do not have those people in my personal life. Like, Jeff is definitely not like that. My parents are not like that. No one in my family is like that.
I think some people experience that with their spouse as well. If their spouse,
yeah, it's odd to me. I think that's like an asshole move. So like, it's a dick move.
I agree. And I think if it's your spouse, you need to have that conversation with them. And they're almost like, okay, when Neil and I were overweight together, like, you know what I mean? We did our overweight things together. So it was like, oh, go get me something from the store or whatever. Like that was a lot of together. But then when I decided that I wanted a different path, he didn't say, come on. If he might say, hey, do you want some chips? And I say no. And then he moves on with his life. So, your partner needs to respect that, even if you started your relationship with that partner as co-conspirators in the chips.
How was Neil? Was he like, oh, you're not eating tonight, or you're not doing the chocolate chip cookie? I remember like, would he be like, I'm going to get our like typical foods that we eat together. Do you want some? Like, how did that, do you remember?
He would ask and I would say, no, thank you. And sometimes I would ask him not to ask me.
Okay. When you felt like that was like a part of your moment or a part of your journey.
Yeah. And right now I don't have to do that. I've created brand new habits. It's actually funny to even think back that used to be my habit, but
you also created that environment with you and Neil. So after a while, when you say, no, thank you, they'll stop asking.
They will. Like,
they really will, you guys.
If you get mad at your husband for stopping at the store when you ask him to stop at the store, but you keep asking him to stop at the store, I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't understand that. Yeah, that's weird.
We can't have both. So, it required a couple conversations. Neil's always been so supportive. Like I could be like, here's this, we're vegans now. And he'd be like, okay.
Yeah, he's just like here for the ride. He's here for the Alicia. Alicia is captain. And he's actually just like in the back with the kids.
He's like,
he's not even co-captain.
No, he's like, you're the captain of the ship. Don't go down. Like, don't go down.
Yeah, we need you.
I'll never forget one time I went to the hospital, so off track, but I went to the hospital. I literally thought I was having a heart attack and the kids were young. They were little.
Yes. You never told me this.
It was enough that I had that I took myself to the emergency room.
Like that was, and I know you, and you would not do that unless you're literally dying. Blue.
Yes.
She's driving herself and her lips are blue.
And I remember, so I drove myself because Neil was watching the kids, whatever. It was like the middle of the night. And I remember him texting me and he's like, I don't even know how to check our bank account. So he was like, oh shit, if she dies, it's over. Like, it wasn't like, oh, my wife's gonna die, I love her so much. It was like, shit.
How do I manage this? Oh my God, that's funny.
And then I told him he needed to learn how to do online banking at that point.
Okay, just tell him to call Jeff if ever. Anyways, you're not.
I actually have told Jeff, if I die, you need to reach out to Neil.
You need to reach out to him. He probably won't reach out. He doesn't know how. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh, Piche. Okay. So I feel like you have more. So I've been at this for like a very long time. And I feel like 20 years long time of like, trying to lose the weight. And the friends that I have are still like, admire. And like, so it's like they all know me. And I've always been myself this whole like past 20 years of like chasing this person and creating this life and like so like sure of like my choices. And I've always responded in a way of like, I got this, So I don't know if that's why like I literally never would have someone say something other than like it happened last week with my father-in-law.
Okay.
And he just said like, his girlfriend was cooking something and he said, oh, watch out, Lo, Josee can't have all of those things. And she said that
funny,
to me.
eh?
So funny. Yeah. And so she said that to me. I'm like, Lo, you want to cook us something, you bring that over, girl. And then I'll make a decision if I'll be eating it or not. So that's all I said.
Yeah, that's really good.
Like I wasn't like upset or whatever, but it's just like, but that's like lack of knowledge on like what I do and like, you know what I mean? So it's all good.
Yeah.
It's not someone I see often either. So he doesn't know like how I think and what my language is.
It's his perception of what someone that has lost weight or, watches their weight does or does not eat. It's the perception, and there was no malintent there.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So that's not someone that's trying to bring me down. That's not someone who's jealous. No. That's just someone who's like ses intentions. So just like to be nice or like to think that he's doing me a favor,
And you can choose in that moment. You can choose, especially with people like that. Then there are tons of people. I've had the same moment with Neil's parents. They're like, oh, you can't eat carrots. And I'm like, no, I just don't want carrots right now.
Yeah.
You can choose in that moment, especially with people that just don't quite understand, to explain, or you can choose to just say, I can eat what I want. And I think it's just better to say, I can eat what I want.
Absolutely. I think the only ones you would explain to is like a friend at a night, or like you're sitting in not an event, but it's an area where I'm trying to find the word that I'm trying to find, but it's like I want to say platform. It's not platform. It's like basically you're like in a oh my God, you guys.
I like actually have zero idea. Like I don't even know what
gathering.
Okay.
You're at a gathering. Jesus. You're at a gathering and people are like, I see you've lost weight. And they really want to know, like, what do you eat? What you don't eat? Their intentions are to learn about what you're doing. You just go for it. And please listen to what you're saying to them, because these are your beliefs. So don't just tell them what you think they want to hear. Like, go for it, you guys. I like really support you with this.
And that can be a really special moment. Like I remember having those moments and being like proud and excited, not just to show off my weight loss, but to like have these conversations with people. And you can tell when people are genuinely interested. And are genuinely open as well. Yeah. Sometimes you start the conversation and you can tell right down there's a wall. And then it's time to just kind of back away. But if they're genuinely open, continue and have that conversation.
Yeah. No, I think that's a perfect time.
Guys, if you do have food pushers in your life, like your spouse, your friends, your mother.
Yeah, like someone that you see often, I think there's a conversation to be had.
There is a conversation to be had. And do not make it about you. When you do this, I feel like, you know what I mean? Don't say you shouldn't do that. You can't do that. That's like, make it about you. I feel this. They can't argue how you feel.
Yeah.
Please, when I say no, respect my choice the first time.
Right.
It's I think it is really important to have those conversations. If it's your grandmother, you're cute. I hope that some grandmother makes me some square. Like my grandmother was like that.
Okay.
Tins and tins and tins of baked goods. I could picture their home right now. You would go in like there was no was not an answer.
No was not an answer. You have to grab whatever's in the tin. Grab the whole tin.
Just eat a piece.
Just eat a piece of something, please.
Or pretend.
I love it. I think that's great. I think, yeah, I just feel like the only thing that makes it better is time and experience. And it's not only will you become more confident and comfortable with your answers as you live your life, you guys, and as you like show the world that this is it. I've lost my weight. I like my life. Like I'm just doing it. Less comments come in. So it's
So
like a
true.
combination of both. Like I don't have to use my superpowers of how I answer people often, actually never, because I've also been this weight and this life for such a long time. No one comments on it anymore. It's just when it's fresh and they're like testing you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Time will heal all of this. But if there's one message I want you guys to hear right now is that please do not go to your holiday events and consume things because you think you should,
Yeah.
because other people are pushing it on you, because you're worried
Yeah.
about what people are going to say. Like
Yeah.
life is way too short. You show up as who you want to be at that event and do not care about what anyone says about what you did or did not eat.
Yeah. And one thing that I want to talk about is when people are saying negative things to bring you down. We didn't really talk about that type of comment. Like people can be dicks, really rude.
Dicks.
And here's the thing. Here's my advice. Whether it's a personal attack, like you look like shit. Like some people like say that to other humans. Like
we've had people that someone tells them better not lose any more weight. Your face is looking old.
Like people are like
rude.
That's rude.
That's rude.
Like goodbye. I never want to see you again. Like why are you in my life? You add nothing to my life. Okay, moving on. Gone. But anyways, so sometimes people are like, how do you deal with people that like bring you down? I'm like, I definitely do not surround myself with anyone that brings me down. I can't remember the last time someone said shit to me in my face, like about myself. Like it's very interesting to me that would happen. But I understand that sometimes you're stuck. You're stuck in a friendship. You're stuck in a relationship. Get unstuck. Okay, cool. Good talk. Next thing is though, the minute you are being put down by someone, do not bring yourself to their level and bring them down with you. That is not the answer. Okay.
No.
Do not say like, well, you need me. Okay. Like that. You're not winning. The only way you win this conversation or this communication that's happening with you is by bringing yourself up. Done. So the person's like, I think your face looks old and you shouldn't lose more weight. And you're like, I think my face is beautiful. I am loving everything about my life right now. I think I look great.
You wouldn't believe how much more energy I have. And as I age, energy is a priority to me.
Yes. Done. So you did not acknowledge their meanness.
No.
You did not you didn't like defend your face. You just said how you feel about your face.
Yes.
You don't have to tell them, well, that's rude. You're a dick. Like you don't have to say that. You're not winning. Because at the end of the day, they know they're being rude. If
they are rude enough to say a comment on purpose that is going to hurt your feelings, you telling them that was rude is not even going to change who they are or what they say.
That their intention was to be rude to you. So they're like, I know that's what I was doing. Like that, they know that that's what they're doing, you guys. Like they're not dumb, no. Okay. These people are not dumb. They know that that's a mean comment and they wanted to say it to you. So what you need to do now is be the bigger person to yourself, not to them. Them. It's not about them. You need to remind yourself that you like your face.
Yes.
You need to remind yourself that you have energy. You need to remind yourself that you feel on top of the world.
That you like your life, that you feel like you're putting your energy in the right place, that you're proud of your choices. Like you need to bring yourself up
because they're not going to do it for you. So no one's coming to save you. You don't have this bully and then you have your best friend saying, I think she looks pretty. Like that's not coming.
Yeah.
You have to be your best friend in that moment because no other adult is going to be that for you.
And I really think that the more that you stand up for yourself, whether it's saying no thank you to the food or, bringing yourself up when someone says a negative comment, the less often it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to say that negative comment to you next time they see you because they didn't get what they wanted out of it.
Bam, done. I love it. Yeah. And you just like shut it down. They're not going to say your face looks bad again. You've already had that moment with them.
And then you can talk shit about them later when they leave or
not to their face. We did definitely not. And even don't even do like it's not even
worth your energy. Sometimes let's reword it. Debrief.
Debrief. Yes, you can debrief, but that's it.
You need to debrief, and it's kind of how you like digest it, and then you move on with your life.
Absolutely. And then you're so proud of how you answered, right? All right, everyone. Good talk.
You guys got this.
You do got this. Okay, you guys, it is really close to the holidays. We are thinking of you. We are proud of you. Every day matters. You know this. Keep listening to us. Keep connected. We're hoping that you're a member and you're keeping connected to our content. We're here for you. The group's here for you. And I think you have everything that you need to be proud during the holidays. And that does not mean weight loss. It just means being who you want to be and learning through the process and coexisting the holidays with your best self. All right, everyone. Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube under Your Way Weight Loss, or even join us. Imagine that. You'll be so proud of you December 20th, 2022, when you're like, I've been here for a year. I've done it. Okay, everyone. Have a great day. Okay, bye.